That's some good coke. Right, hey guys, Fussy3 here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Agostini's Beatles vinyl collection. Here we're going to be looking at issues 12 and 13, which are With the Beatles and Anthology 1. These arrived to me on Saturday. Now, I didn't even realise they were sending another one out. It's been about 2 weeks ago since I put the last one out, and it just came out of nowhere. Normally we get these like once a month, but I don't know, this suddenly came out of nowhere. So let's just get right down to it. I am enjoying what we're getting so far. So we've got issues 12 and 13, and apparently we were supposed to get a mug. I was supposed to get an out of stock letter, just like what happened with the album art display, which I still have in the corner, which is smashed to smithereens still. I'm just waiting for them to send out a replacement, because I emailed them about it a few weeks ago, and they said, well, once it's back in stock we'll send replacements out. But I highly doubt it's going to happen anyway. So basically, the stock shortages, we're supposed to be getting a mug, the Beatles mug. So they'll be sending that next delivery. Now I'm quite concerned on how this is going to turn out, just like with the album art display, because when I got the White Album and, no wait, it was actually the Magical Mystery Tour and Yellow Submarine, which came with the album art display, arrived broken. It was not meant to be, so I don't know how the Agostini's going to play this one out with a mug, how they're going to be sending it out to us, who knows. We'll just have to find out, really. So yeah, I do want to do a quick kind of video response as well before we begin, and this is to Stripey Rambles. Now he may do another video after I have done this video. It is currently the 21st of August, but he put a video up deciding whether he should cancel because he's had many problems with the Agostini. He's still actually waiting for the Red Album, 1962 to 1966, as well as A Hard Day's Night. So I may touch up on about it a little bit after this, who knows, or I might have to do a separate video doing a video response back to Stripey. But as to say, he may do another video after this. So yeah. So if you are watching this, then I'll just give you a little bit of my advice when it comes to grabbing stuff from the Agostini or anyone else that you may have subscribed to in the past. I have no idea. So as I got these vinyls, I finally decided to put all the magazines into this binder now. Now I had no idea, because I literally spent 10 minutes not knowing you had to fold this little bit up. So there was me trying to shove all the magazines in, which I'll get to one particular issue in a bit. So we've got issues 12 and 13. The mug comes with the next delivery. You know, doesn't really bother me. The next episode we're supposed to be getting Revolver and Anthology 2. So that is something I will be looking forward to. So let's just get right down to it. So we're going to be looking at issue 12, which is With the Beatles. And let's just, as I always do, just read the first page and see what songs are on here. Now I'm only familiar with one song on this album, not really familiar with anything else. I think I've listened to All My Lovin', but the only one that really sticks out is I Wanna Be a Man. I think I have listened to Please Mr. Postman. We've also got Roll Over Beethoven, All My Lovin', Little Child, Hold Me Tight, You Really Got a Hold on Me, Money, That's What I Want. So it will be something I have to be looking to once I have the record player, or I can just listen to it on Spotify if I wanted to. So let's just get right down to it. With the Beatles, as I always do, read page 1 because it's only short and sweet, and then it just tells you more about the LP and how it was made, etc. So with the Beatles, An admirable characteristic of Beatle records is how quickly they get to the point. When With the Beatles opens with John Lennon singing the first line of It Won't Be Long, the group immediately hit top gear as George Harrison and Paul McCartney respond with Yeah. Their excitement was infectious. Compared with most albums, the song on With the Beatles seemed to be played at twice the normal speed. So, very short and sweet for this, the first page here. Got some nice photographs here, so I'll just quickly show you that. Got all the members here, talks more about the LP and sorry about the glare. A little bit more on this page, and then more photographs. Very, very nice. And then at the back tells you what's in the next issue, which we'll be looking at in a second. That's Anthology 1. There's 3 anthologies we are supposed to be getting with this. So Anthology 2 is issue 15. So we'll have a look at that in the next issue as that comes. So that's With the Beatles, and as I mentioned with all of my other records, with this collection they're still sealed. Haven't got a record player yet, so I will be getting one probably at the end of the year, most likely, just for what it is at the moment. So can't really complain, just for how money's kind of tight right now for me. Anyway, here's the record itself. With the Beatles, I've actually got like a mirror familiar to this, like a mirror frame, which my uncle gave me a few Christmases ago. I've also got this kind of like it's supposed to be like a license plate, like a car license plate, but it has the Beatles on it in the same sort of format as this. That is pretty much it. That's pretty much all I've got, something familiar to this. So yeah, I've got 3 different things with the same artwork, pretty much. And then here's the back. Tells you all the songs on here, and then just talks about the album itself. Beautiful. Very does look shiny for what I can see. Yeah, that's With the Beatles. I'm putting these all in the storage box. So just like I am with the binder now. So now we'll be looking at issue 13, Anthology 1, which I do want to quickly mention, as I was trying to get all these in the binder, not realising I had to fold the damn thing up and put, so I can actually easily put all these in. You are probably going to get pissed at me, but look, nice little tear there as I was trying to put them in. I did not know. I'm stupid, I know that. It's not as bad as it looks. No, there's no tear within any of the photographs. It's just like there, small little rip. Nothing to worry about. You know, everything else is still pretty good condition for what it is. So that's Anthology 1, and now we'll be looking through the songs. There's a massive, because this is our first triple album. Look at all those songs there. All of it. I have no idea how many songs are on here. Probably over 50 for what it can be. Even though there are some speeches, which are not particularly songs, it's just speeches from like each of the members. So I will just mention a few songs. We've got Free as a Bird, You'll Be Mine, My Bonnie, Ain't She Sweet, 3 Cool Cats, Like Dreamers Do, Hello Little Girl, Love Me Do, Please Please Me, I Saw Her Standing There, as I'm familiar with that. You Really Got a Hold on Me, again like with the Beatles. Roll Over Beethoven again. I Want to Hold Your Hand. Can't Buy Me Love. All My Lovin', And I Love Her. Hard Day's Night. Long Tall Sally. Boys. Shout. You Know What to Do. No Reply. Leave My Kitten Alone. Kansas City. So huge, massive collection of songs in this anthology. So let's read the first page. In 1995, 25 years after the Beatles had stopped working together, a television series telling the group stories was broadcast, called The Beatles Anthology. It featured recently filmed interviews with Paul McCartney, George Harrison and Ringo Starr, John Lennon, who had died in 1980, was represented through the use of archived footage to complement the documentaries. 3 albums of previously unreleased recordings were compiled. The first was released in November 1995 to coincide with the broadcast of the TV series around the world. The multi-million selling Anthology 1 featured material ranging from the group's earliest private recordings in 1958 to studio outtakes from 1964, the year they became hugely popular around the world. The album also included a bonus opening track that was unexpected and extraordinary with a new Beatles song. So, here we go. It's the first, again, song list, all the tracks. I know it's blurry, but we'll be looking at all of these once again once we have the collection complete and all the premium items. That's Anthology 1. Again, we'll just have a flick through here. I was more worried about what I was going to say to the boys, having built up their hopes by Brian Epstein. More photographs here, we'll just again skim through it. Wonderful. And then here is probably when they got their platinum records. Interesting. And then got the final photograph in this issue, including that small tear right here. Which again, I know I'm an idiot for doing so. So those are the magazines. Issue 14 and 15 we'll be looking at Revolver and Anthology 2. Once I have the record player, we'll probably have a look. We'll probably do a revisitation and opening all these, taking them out to seal what's inside, etc. But as of right now, I do plan to keep these all sealed. You can actually check out a different channel called, his name's Darren Locke, who actually is getting these as well. So he actually takes them out to seal, shows you the discs and everything. So that's Anthology 1. Just basically all compiled with different photographs. I actually quite like this for what it is. I do know I've got a watch which probably has Anthology 3 on it. So, I mean, I don't really wear it anymore. Like, I'm not a big fan of watches, but still. So that's Anthology 1. Has all the songs in small writing on the back, which I cannot count for what it is, so I apologise. There's 54, 62, 72. There's about 80 tracks on here, including the all the speeches and small sort of outtakes and stuff like that. So that's Anthology 1. That is basically it. I know this was a quick video, but you know, it is what it is. So that's with the Beatles issue 12 and Anthology 1 for issue 13. And just to quickly check the camera battery, I'm probably going to have to do a quick kind of response to Stripey, because he is actually thinking of actually cancelling the D'Agostini subscription, because I have watched these videos of his rambles. He bought issues 1 to 3 in retail, and then decided to do the subscription online. However, they did cock up, giving him Abbey Road, even though he already had Abbey Road, and then they got it right with the White Album Rubber Soul, and then I believe it did happen again in terms of Magical Mystery Tour and Yellow Submarine. I have no idea. And then again, it just pretty much seemed to happen with Love and Beatles for sale. And as of right now, he was supposed to get this weeks ago, A Hard Day's Night, and the Red Album hasn't showed up to him. So I have no idea what's going on there. And the premium subscription, he hasn't got the turntable mat. And I do know he mentioned something about the album art display not being the right size and everything. But I think it's just what it is. I mean, you can probably stick another album in there if you wanted to, Stripey. In my personal opinion, when it comes to stuff like this, and you know, it is my very first time actually collecting vinyls myself, so I don't know really all much when it comes to vinyls and everything like you do. But when it comes to something like this, like, I know my mum is actually getting something else from D'Agostini, but she gets it for retail, and there's no cock-ups at all. I think when it all comes down to it, when it comes to something that's brand new like this, and maybe, you know, I do know they're having another kind of vinyl thing going on, which you can probably get online, which is the jazz kind of thing, which I'm not really interested in. But when it comes to actually thinking, you know, you see issue 1 around, you know, issue 1, you think, hold it off for a bit, see what other people think. That's what I do when it comes to new stuff. I pretty much just wait out, see what other people think about it at first, and then you think, okay, I'll do the subscription. You know, is it worth it? So I just pretty much looked it up onto that, really. But it was brand new, it was in the store, and pretty much me and my brother just came up with a deal, and even though the money's coming out of my account to pay for these, he still gives me money because you know, I've already made a deal with my mum for getting me something else, which is not the Agostini related, but still. But you know, enough. You know, the Beatles shirt, you know, I haven't even worn it yet. Turntable mat, you know, it's been in the corner because I don't have a record player. The storage box for the vinyls, you know, beautiful, not gonna lie. The binder, again, including these series guides, you know, simply out of this world. Now I'm not too sure you can actually get the previous issues, like you're still getting, well, you're still waiting to see if you are getting those, which are A Hard Day's Night and the Red Album, but I think you can actually just get them off the D'Agostini store for what it is. Just to double check my recording. Okay, I've got about 5 minutes. You can get on the D'Agostini store. Now I don't know if these will actually come with the series guides, but it's actually worth going for. You know, if you want to try that, then feel free to at your own risk. But as I'm recording this video, he'll probably upload another video regarding, because I know he was supposed to hear back from them to see what they can actually do when it comes to A Hard Day's Night and the Red Album, and supposedly you're supposed to be getting with the Beatles Anthology 1. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're probably not getting the turntable mat or whatever else. The turntable mat. Probably because, well, I don't know. I don't know if you actually went for a premium subscription. I don't really know. But I think as it all comes down to it, when it comes to something brand new, in my personal opinion, issue 1, you know, you see it in the shop. Fair enough. I think just leave it for what it is. See what other people think about it before actually deciding, you know what, I'm actually going to grab this online instead of retail. So yeah, when it comes to something brand new, issue 1, you know, issue 1, Abbey Road. Got this online from the subscription instead of buying it in stores. I think that's where it all went wrong for you. So yeah, that's all I can really say, to be honest. So I don't know what you're deciding to do now. Whether you want to cancel, probably your retailer can probably get all the previous issues that you still need, and whether they can try and backdate them, just like I'm trying to do with the Assassin's Creed. They're pretty good at actually getting them right on time in my local retail. So yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. That's all I can really say. But hopefully something goes right for you, Stripey, and we have to see what the Agostini can do. So that's it, guys. Barry's recording's running low, so I've got to quickly finish this up. So I'm Kid53. Hope you enjoy what you see here. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Agostini's Beatles Vinyl Collection. I'm Kid53. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.